Hi everybody, I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. I am here today with another Ask the Housewife series. So if you send in your questions, I am happy to answer them. They come in via Twitter, Facebook, my personal Facebook, YouTube, email, and I have them all on my phone. So let me get them. Hopefully my brow ain't showing. All right. Here they are. And I'm going to see how many I can get through without being too long. Alright, what would you be doing if you were not a housewife? Well, you know, there's two ways I can answer that. I can answer that like my dream job and my actuality job if I chose to work. My dream job would be like a New York Times journalist or a political journalist. Some type of journalist, but newspapers are fleeting, so I don't know, I mean, I guess you could be, I blog, and that's like a form of journalism, I guess, but yeah, I'm not. Do you see the cat behind me? Get down, get off the screen. So I would definitely want to do journalism of some sort. I didn't study journalism though, so that would be more college. But in reality, I studied paralegal studies, I studied business management, and culinary. So I would either go get a job in a kitchen, which, I don't like the late hours, and I don't like the early hours of the baker. So either which way, I don't like the hours. And paralegal studies, being an administrative assistant, is kind of like where I excel at. I organize really well. I stay on task pretty well. And I would probably be, in the law area. I am big into the law and was close to going to law school, but just didn't. Next. Where did you and Scott meet? Well, we met in Louisville, Kentucky through a friend of ours, and he would tell you we met at Dairy Queen the first time when I was meeting my other friend, but I don't have any memory of that. And my first memory of meeting Scott was at our mutual friend Jeff's house. We would see each other on the weekends, but we were both in other relationships. Well, he was kind of in a relationship. I was in a relationship, and we waited until the time was right. And I never really considered myself somebody who would get married again because I have been married and divorced. I thought that I would never marry. But he told me he was going to marry me long before we ever went out on our first date. So he was a man with a plan and determined, and he won my heart over, and the rest is history. Next. Flew through that one pretty quick, didn't I? When do you plan on doing an updated planner video? This is one of my most requested videos ever, is the new planner video. And it's just a homemade planner, you guys. And I will have it up within the week. So stay tuned, and it's going to be a lengthy video. So, I'll be very detailed and show you everything, how I use it, how it helps me manage my time better and get more stuff done. That's going to be another video. How to focus and get shit done. Stay tuned. Alright. On your blog, you talk to your grandfather a lot who has passed away. I take it you believe in life after death. Well, honestly, that could be an entire video also by itself. Yes, I believe in life after death. I believe that they surround us, and I talk to them all the time. I talk to my grandfather like he's here. My grandparents were the ones who raised me in my earlier years. My mom and dad have always been close and been around. I'm super close to my mom, not so much to my dad. But my grandfather really was my father, and I knew that I would miss him. Like, I knew in my late teens that one day I would have to live without him, and I knew it would be hard. We had a lot of talks about it, and I've learned to live without him. But I'm not really living without him. I guess that's kind of weird. Hopefully that makes sense because, I don't live without him. I still have his phone number in this phone. I haven't let go at all. I talk to him daily. I pray to him. I pray to God, but I also pray to my grandfather, and I miss him every day. And I believe that he sees what's going on in my life. I believe that, he's here, and as with other family members, I don't believe they're like all just hanging out in my house on a regular basis, but I know without a doubt that my grandfather is near. I know it, and I miss him very much. It's hard to talk about sometimes. Okay, what is your monthly grocery budget, and how do you keep it under control? Well, that's not so easy, and my grocery budget is honestly, and I went back and looked just to answer this question, my grocery budget ranges from $550 to $600 a month. That's generally for 3 of us, and if there's more people in the house, it goes up. But that does not really include household items. When I say grocery budget, I mean grocery budget. I spend about $150 a week, I guess. And, the way I save, well, when I'm diligent and I do what, I know I can do, I will clip coupons, scour online for coupons, watch the circulars, and make sure that I'm buying stuff that is on sale generally, and then trying to pair a coupon with it is when you get maximum savings. But I'm not like a massive couponer, so don't believe that. It's not the way I am. There's sometimes I coupon more, sometimes I coupon less. My food budget is, maybe high. I don't know what everybody else spends, but I can tell you prices are higher at the grocery store. My husband is always like, it doesn't cost that much. And I'm like, yes, it does. And, I have to explain to him on a daily basis almost. I don't make the prices. I just have to pay them. But I do my best to keep it down as much as possible with couponing, with sales. I do try not to shop hungry, but that is hard because a lot of times, I shop hungry. And that does make the bill go up. I also try to take good inventory of what we got, what we need, not wasting food. That's a big one. Like separating meat when you buy it in bulk sizes is another one. And I do plan on doing a stocking your freezer video on some of my favorite ways to stock your freezer. And that's coming up, I don't know, within a month, I guess. I'm trying to get it planned out. But I do my best to plan my meals ahead of time. Now, that doesn't always work out so well because, I'll menu plan from Sunday to Sunday, and we change it a lot. There's a lot of nights that I'll menu plan and I don't even cook at all. So, I do menu plan, so I have certain items that I know that, I can go to really quick and make it because I just shopped for those items. But I also generally have items that are on hand for nights in a hurry, such as there's always stuff for pasta, always, and many different kinds of pasta. And we always have stuff in the freezer that we can go to really easy. But, spending money at the grocery store is a job. There's cats playing right there. Sorry. They're in a box. But I try my best to really buy what's on sale and be careful. Now, sometimes I do splurge, and, I don't mind paying a little bit more for good food items. I don't buy all organic. I probably would, but we don't have a Whole Foods anywhere near us, and our organic department, both at my local grocery store and my local Walmart, is pretty subpar. And I tend to make family-friendly meals a lot. Sometimes if it's just me and Scott, I'll do maybe steak and shrimp or something. But, there's only 3 of us here. We eat well, but we don't eat like a full breakfast every morning, like, a big spread out breakfast. We do light lunches such as sandwiches. Scott eats at work. I do like the Stouffer's meals that come in a box for lunch. Those are great. Lean Cuisine has some good ones too. I try to really balance it out. So if, I'm buying a lot of higher end products for some particular recipe, maybe I'll use some Great Value or my store brand items, you know, to save money. And I'm not like what they call like a brand snob. No, if I like it, I buy it. And if it's Walmart brand or Ingles brand, I have no problem with that. I need a drink, I'm sorry. And where was I? Next question, I guess. I'm saving money at the grocery store. Just be diligent. Make your list. Stick to the list. Check your pantry. Check the circular for what's on sale. And that's generally when I like to mini plan. Look for coupons in your Sunday papers and look for them online. And I have videos already on my channel that show you how I coupon in a lot of ways. I will link those below, and maybe that'll help you. Next. My household budget, by the way, is like $100 to $150 a month, maybe. I haven't really checked that budget, by the way. Next, you have been handed 2 round-free trip tickets. Who are you taking and where are you going? I'm going to take my husband, of course, and where would I go? Well, I'm assuming it could be international because it doesn't say. Sweden. I'd go to Sweden, and I'd take my husband with me. Do you know that that's supposed to be like the happiest place to live, or one of the top rated places to live? Now, I don't even like cold weather, but I'm willing to give it a try and see how happy I can get, because Sweden's supposed to be where it's at. Next. Are you going to continue to breed cats? Which is another highly asked question. I mean, like 100 of you guys probably asked me this question. Gabby just had her litter. She had 3 beautiful babies, and before she got pregnant this time, well, Gabby's last pregnancy was harder. She had 3 babies, and one of them was stuck inside her, so we had to do a C-section. And after that, we said, you know, we'll keep breeding cats for just a little while longer and see how it goes. Now, Willow is another one of our Persian cats, and we've been trying to breed her for a long time. Nothing would happen. They would mate, but she wouldn't get pregnant. Finally, she gets pregnant. We're ecstatic. We're careful with her. We're giving her a high-protein diet. We're taking her to the vet and getting her checked up. All the kittens were dead, all of them, and I think there was 5. One lived for a few hours, but that was it, and it was devastating and heartbreaking. So at that moment in time, I decided I was done. Done. I took one of my male cats that, you know, I use a lot to breed, and I got him fixed. And then before he got fixed, somehow Gabby and him got together, and that's why we have a litter now. Thankfully, and very thankful that the litter was safe and healthy, and the mom and the kittens are doing great. But am I done? Well, I have Rocco, which is a kitten about 9 months old. You guys have seen him. He might be behind me in this window. No, that's Willow. And I have Gypsy, and they are both really smoky. I'm thinking about breeding them. But Romeo is fixed. And can you hear Cooper? He's back here. Who are you growling at? Who knows? But am I done? Getting close, but not completely done. Don't know if I'll ever be completely done breeding cats. I really want some Siamese cats. I have Persians and Himalayans, but I'd really like some Siamese cats, and I would definitely get 2 of those to breed. Next question. How long is this video at this point? I can't tell. Next. My battery's blinking, so if it goes out, put new batteries in it and get going. I'm still amazed by your freebies. Can you share more tips with us to get more? You guys, I post them all the time on my blog daily. And what you're going to have to do is come back to the blog often. Check it every hour, every 2 hours, because freebies go quick. And, you know, I can't guarantee that by the time you guys see them that they're going to be available. So I would check my blog often. I would, you know, like certain brands on Facebook that you actually use and want freebies and coupons for, and also stuff you want to try. I would check out other coupon blogs, and I'll link some of those below. I would just keep an eye out online, because that's where I find them. Sometimes I write asking to try a product and they send it to me. A lot of times I scour online and find them. Freebies, when I say freebies, I don't mean products from people who want me to review their products. When I say freebies, I mean free samples, free magazines. I use my Coke rewards also, so save those because they help get free magazines and other free products. You just have to be aware that there are so many freebies online, and all you have to do is search. I've been getting freebies for years. Ever since I've had dial-up, I've had freebies, and I love them so much that I work hard to post them for you guys. And even if you sign up by email, there's no guarantee that you are going to get the freebies on time. So the only way, and I found this with myself, even with like other coupon blogs that I read, watching often and checking their blogs often, and that's really how you do it. And checking your Facebook pages often, because when you like products, they'll share them with you. They will share free samples. Burt's Bees is big about it, so get over there and like them if you like Burt's Bees. And it's just an example. Estee Lauder, like those brands or whatever brands you like on Facebook, and you will start getting samples. I promise. You just have to look for them and get to them in time. Next, and there's a link at the top of my blog for freebies, and you can click on that and see which ones are available. Do you ever plan on doing a meetup? Well, you know, I pretty much have like a social anxiety. I don't do well out in crowds. I don't do well talking to people I don't know. YouTube is different because I feel comfortable talking in my own home, and it's a camera. And even though I know you guys are wonderful and you're watching and you're talking to me in comments and on my blog and Twitter and Facebook, it's different. And I am home 90% of the time. That's why I wonder if vlogs are even good for me, because, you know, I'm here, I'm home, or I'm in like one particular area most of the time. We do travel, and we do fun stuff with the kids too, but I don't ever really plan on doing a meetup. Sorry, I just don't. I don't really feel safe. The world's getting to be a scary place. What is your single worst habit? You guys really want to know? Because it's a nasty one. Smoking. I am a smoker. I've smoked since senior year in high school. So it's gross, and I need to quit. I keep saying I'm going to quit. I've quit before using Chantrix, and honestly, my husband still smoked around me. So we're both going to be quitting, and we're going to go back on the Chantrix because it really does work. I know there's some serious side effects to it. I'll talk about that in maybe a different video, but I'm open to talking about it. You know, it's just a bad habit, and it is what it is. I barely drink. I drink maybe 1 glass of wine every 2 weeks. I don't drink a lot. And I don't consider myself to have a ton of bad habits, but smoking is the worst. Next, moving right through these. What does your family think about you blogging and doing videos so much? Well, most of them are really open to it, and they're kind and sweet, and they enjoy sharing with us their comments and opinions. And when you put yourself out there on YouTube, it is what it is, or on a blog, and people are going to have comments. And my family is no different. If they see a video that they think maybe I've cussed too much in, or that could be better, they don't hesitate to tell me. Most of them don't mind being on video. My mom certainly doesn't mind. My husband doesn't really mind. He does like private time though. And He doesn't always want to be on film, and he has like a grumpy disposition. That is my husband. It really is. But he's still wonderful, and the kids are completely used to it. So most of my family is really open. There's been times I've said too much, and they like pulled me back. And on times that I'm really upset, I don't really get on there and rant. I try not to anymore. Sometimes I do, but I try not to. Maybe in Friday's letters or something, but they're supportive and loving, so I'm happy. And honestly, even though I love my family with all my heart, they don't really live my life. So if their opinion was that they don't like it, and there has been a couple family members who doesn't like it, that's fine. They're allowed to have that opinion, and I will certainly keep them out of the videos. But they don't get to make that decision. That's my decision and my decision alone. And even if my husband didn't like me blogging, I would probably still blog you guys. I just would keep him out of the post and out of the pictures. But he's very personable, never met a stranger, and doesn't mind. I was just wondering what your go-to breakfast is. Fruit and bread usually, but I will do a video just to show you. I plan on doing that anyway. It's already in my planner. I left a question on YouTube and you never responded. Why do you reply to some and not others? I try to reply to most of them. I usually take Saturday or Sunday to reply to blog comments and YouTube comments. I don't get to them every day. It's just something I just don't get to because the to-do list is big. I have a family, and as much as I love interacting with you guys, I don't respond timely. I respond usually on Saturdays or Sundays, so keep an eye out. If I didn't respond to your question, I'm sorry. It doesn't mean that I didn't read it, but they all come in on my phone first. I read them all, and it doesn't mean that I didn't care about what you said. Sometimes it's already answered in the questions. All you have to do is kind of scroll through them. And, yeah, I do my best. I'm sorry. If it's something important, email me. And check Saturday and Sundays. That's usually when I reply to comments on my blog and YouTube. How frequently do you wash your hair? Do you have any secrets or tricks? My friend, were just talking about my hair today. I wash my hair every day. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't wash my hair. I'm not one of those people who don't wash their hair like every other day. I wash my hair every day. I can't imagine not washing my hair every day. I know it's supposed to strip it. My daughter-in-law told me, or my daughter, Scott's daughter, our daughter, told me that, you know, she's been trying to go more natural with not washing her hair as much. I can't do that. I wash my hair every day. Tips and tricks. Well, take vitamins if you want your hair to grow. That's one trick or tip. And, you know, I don't really do much with my hair. It is what it is. If it looks bad, it looks bad. And I don't flat iron it often, unless it's something special. I wear it in a ponytail most of the time. And I'm just letting it grow. Now, I'm growing out a bob. There's tons of different layers. I do have to dye my hair because I have gray hair. I'm 37, and my dad went like completely silver at 18. So, you know, it's not, I think it's just genetics. But I have a lot of gray hair, so I dye it. And I dye it at home myself, which is not great for your hair. But I do it because I don't want to pay like $70, $80 to go into a salon. No, I'm not really wanting to do that. So I don't generally dry my hair with a hair dryer. It airs dry. Again, I'm a stay-at-home wife and mom. If I was working every day out in the big bad world, I would do my hair. I would probably flat iron it more, curl it some. I do have those big Velcro rollers that I like to use sometimes. I use glossing creams, flat iron sprays when I'm flat ironing it. I just don't put that much in my hair. I just kind of let it do its own thing. Let's see. Next question. Battery's still blinking, but we're moving. Next one. I read that you rent your house. Why rent instead of buy? Well, because we haven't figured out where we want to live full time. Our family is like scattered. I would love to live in a town that all my family lived in, that I liked. But the town that a lot of my family live in, I hate. And I will not move back there. I won't do it. And my husband and I have traveled for his work quite a few times. And my goal is to get to South Florida. But I don't really intend on buying anything until I'm like in my 50s. I have no trouble renting at all. I don't like really decorate a ton. I have some items that I put up on a standard basis, but you know, I don't decorate that much. I mean, our house is pretty plain, I guess. I mean, there is stuff on the walls, but it's not like overly decorated. And whatever I do buy, I generally buy that I can take back out. I do, you know, paint the walls and stuff like that, but I don't paint bright colors. I mean, you know, I paint neutrals. But what's the question again? Renting my house. Yeah, I don't have any problem renting. I just don't. We've been able to move and, you know, find areas that we like better. And when we find the perfect area, we will buy a house. I don't think it's a big deal. I'm completely happy. And, you know, people say you're throwing your money away. Well, maybe. But not to me. I'm moving around. I'm finding where I want to be. I'm living in different new areas, meeting new people. And I'll buy a house when the time is right. I'm guessing it'll be in my 50s or 60s. Maybe I'll leave it to the kids or something. I don't know. Brittany and Jackson can move in when I die. Okay, so next one. I don't know how many minutes this video is. Hopefully it's not going to be too long. I love your blog design. Who set it up for you? Thank you. And I set it up, and I know I've been saying this a lot, plan on making a video about that. I have a lot of questions about the blog, and I've thought about doing a blog series, but that's a lot to entail. I'm going to have a talk with you guys about my blog design, about how to find stuff on my blog. I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to have that video up super soon, so hang tight. And it will answer a lot of questions. How do you handle mean comments on YouTube and your blog? Well, how do I handle them? Well, when you blog or vlog or video or have a YouTube channel or even a Tumblr blog or Instagram account, you're opening yourself up to haters and to people who are mean. And sometimes those comments come in, but most of the time they're really good comments. But if a mean comment comes in, and there's nothing that I can like learn from it or grow from it, I delete that bitch fast as I can. I'm not going to sit there and look at mean comments. I'm not doing it. You know, and if you do it a lot, I'm going to like block you from my YouTube channel. I'm going to stop you from leaving comments on my blog, and I moderate those anyway. But I'm not going to moderate the ones on YouTube because it's a great community, and I don't really want my phone dinging every time you guys leave a comment. And that I have to approve. I mean, it dings anyway, and I read them, but then you add in an extra process of having to approve it. No. Some of them were set up that way in the past, but, you know, I read every comment, and if somebody hurts my feelings, they hurt my feelings. I mean, I don't let it bother me. Unless you're, like, paying my bills or sleeping in my bed with me, you basically don't get, like, a final vote in what happens in my life. There's just not going to happen. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it hurts my feelings, and I think about it for a couple days, but I shake it off. I guess over the years, because I've been doing the blog for quite a few years now, and I really have toughened up, and I speak my mind, and sometimes I cuss, and sometimes I have fought back on mean comments. But when you engage people, you give them what they want, and it really just takes up time in my life that I'm not going to get back. And I have better things to do than sit there and argue with somebody about what they think about me, my family, my house, my pets, my life. Yeah, I don't give a shit if you have a mean comment. If it's something like, you know, something I can actually grow from and something that is important, I will definitely listen. I listen all the time anyway. But I just shake it off. And I don't let it get to me. And, you know, all I can do is, like, this is going to sound so cliche, but all I can really do is be me. I can't be somebody else. I can't put on a facade for you guys. You guys are in my life. You've been in my life for years if you've been on my blog, years if you've been on my YouTube channel. I haven't really focused on YouTube that much. I focus more on my blog. So the comments that come in there are moderated. I had somebody that bothers me. They still bother me here and there, but I don't really like moderating those comments either, but I do. But my YouTube is open, and if, I just delete it. I don't worry about it. Bye. And if you don't like a person or a video or somebody in social media that you get to know or you stumble across, why be an asshole and leave them something mean? My friend and I always talk about this because she reads a lot of blogs. She watches a lot of YouTube channels. She sees some stuff she doesn't like, or some people that is, just is not a match for her in a way. But she would never just leave a blasting comment being a bitch to them. No, you just don't do that. Try to be nice, and that's what means the most, is just trying to be a good person, be kind, and be nice. And sometimes I am, a bitch right back, and I feel bad about it, and it's not something that I want to do. But I've lost my temper like the best of them. But, anymore, I don't worry about it. It's just something that happens. Everybody who has a YouTube channel is going to get comments that are not nice sometimes. The same goes with a blog. And you can either let that stuff really bother you and hurt your feelings to no end, or you can delete it, not think about it, and get over it. And that's what I choose to do. Next. Just scroll down here. What shows are you ashamed to admit are on your DVR? There's a lot of shows on my DVR, but ashamed? Probably TMZ Live, because I like it. Also had The People's Court on my DVR because that's another show I like. And I know it's just so, I don't know, kind of trashy, but it's not like Jerry Springer. So, yes, I like The People's Court a lot. And what else is on my DVR that I'm ashamed of? Like, nothing, I guess. TMZ, People's Court. I don't watch the Kardashians. I don't watch any of the Real Housewife shows. I don't watch The Bachelorette. Judge Judy is on my DVR, but I don't really watch her that much, but she's on there. Next. Which would you pick if you only had one you could choose from? Blogging or YouTube? Wow. I don't know. I want to say the blog because I've done it for so long and it's like an extension of my life, but so is YouTube. I'd probably pick blogging because you can upload videos on Blogger even though they're smaller and they're not of, as good quality. But I would probably pick the blog because I could do both. Journal and put videos up. I would definitely do blogging, I guess, then. What's this one? I gotta scroll down again. I'm sorry I don't put names and all that on who asked. It's just a lot to do. I can't pronounce half of them anyway. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I have one sister, and she is my mom's other daughter, and she has a different father. I have one brother who really wasn't my brother. He was my cousin. And like my grandparents raised both of us from an early age on, so we grew up together. He passed away in his early 20s, and I only have a sister now. What is your favorite movie of all time? I can't even think of that. I kept thinking and thinking and thinking. Pride and Prejudice? Of all time. I'm a big fan of the Rocky movies, the boxing movies. I love those. I don't know. Of all time? That's a big question. I don't know. Of all time? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. All right. Last one I'm answering today. What are 3 topics you're afraid to discuss on your YouTube channel, and will you ever discuss them? 3 topics, and I haven't thought this one. Politics, probably. 3 topics. I'm afraid. I'm not afraid to discuss politics. I'm not afraid to discuss any topics, but I do try to stay away from politics. What else? Stay away from. I don't know. I don't know what 3 topics I would be scared to talk about. I definitely would stray away from politics. I'm going blank. Sex. I don't really want to get on here and discuss my sex life, so yeah, I'd probably stray away from that. And religion. I was raised in a family where there was Catholics and Baptists, and I got both. And I went to Catholic school, and I also went to some public school in the beginning years. But I kind of went away from both. I started studying Kabbalah. I do talk some on my blog about Kabbalah. But my kids were not baptized in the Catholic Church, and now it kind of bothers me. I don't know. But I really wouldn't just get on here and blast somebody else religious preferences for anything. That's their beliefs. They're allowed to believe what they want. And I'm not scared to discuss anything, though. I mean, if there was something important about my sex life I guess I needed to share, then I would share it. I wouldn't be afraid to share it. But, you know, there are some things that are a little more private that you don't want to share sometimes. Fighting with my husband, I don't always want to share about that, but we do get in arguments like every couple. Yeah. So I hope this video isn't too long. After I get it edited together, it probably will be, because my camera died in part of it I stopped the camera, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to edit it, and hopefully it won't be too long for you guys, and I hope that helped you get to know me a little bit better. You can always send your questions in any way: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, blog comments, email. You can find all that stuff on my channel. You can find it on my vlog channel. You can also find it on my blog. You can find me if you have a question. Send it in. There's also a contact page on my blog with a simple form. Just fill it out, and I'll get the question. If I didn't answer yours this time, that doesn't mean I'm not going to answer it next time. I just, you know, pulled out as many of them as I could, and that were random. And I will answer more in a while. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.